ahead and skip forward a minute or two. We're going to let people trickle in. I'm going to put this tweet out right now, Tom. Boom. Okay. I got quick, dude. So I found out if I schedule the live, I can go and find the scheduled live link before I go live. So now all I have to do is just click post and I'm done. So I figured instead
listen to this genius. Listen to this technological genius.
It took a
YouTuber who's finally figured out how to use YouTube.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Only says he's a pro as well. It's crazy.
Yes, like, indeed. Yeah, always. All right. Okay.
How's everyone doing? Wait, are we live?
We are live. I'm 90% sure we're publicly live too. Let me actually double check that.
Come on, guys. They're the messages.
Are they coming? Hey, what's up, Bill? Oh, 7 people already in the house. Holy shit. Demetrius is this early. Internet famous. What's up? Let's go. All right.
What's up, boys? Internet famous. Bryce, how's it going, Bryce?
Let's go.
Ogre, what's up?
Demetrius in the house. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, thank you so much for being here. If you're in the chat right now, if you haven't clicked the like button, go ahead and do that. We're going to get started in like 1 minute. Tom has been fucking MIA. He's been MIA as fuck from the NFT world and been partying it up. And now he's sick.
Yep. I've been partying it up for 7 days straight. And now I have COVID. And but I'm back because this is what it's all about. I'm back because this is how we do it. You missed a good
week, dude. You missed a good week to miss because there's just been a bunch of like just fucking annoying shit happening this week. People being pansies. It's been an interesting week for sure.
Hey, well, weirdly enough, I feel like I spent the whole of today like trying to catch up, and I feel like I've got a pretty good feel on what happened.
Yeah.
The thing is, you obviously always miss out on like the nuances, like small stories and things. So I'm interested to know what I don't know about, and seeing what's up. But
yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Oh no, someone sold the 3-lander. RIP, man. I actually am reviewing that project soon, and I actually like them. Guys, all right, we're gonna get started right now. There's enough people in the chat. Enough of you guys have liked the video. We appreciate you guys doing that. Yeah, welcome to the fucking kingdom. We're about to get into the whole thing with Tea Time with Tom, episode 5. We got a bunch of shit. We got crypto. We got OpenSea. We have crypto going up. We have NFTs going down. We have Russia stuff happening. We have Visible Friends reveal. Starcatchers happened. A lot of Doodles derivatives are still going off. Antonym. Rubber Duck Party, another one that I forgot. We have I filmed a canceled video just in case I get canceled later on in the future. It's already up on my YouTube as unlisted. World, we have NFT land stuff. We have coin games, or not coin games. We're gonna talk about NFT gaming because this world has been NFT art all year so far. So we're gonna talk about whether or not you should be looking at gaming and land projects because art has taken the pedestal here, or what. So we have a lot of things to talk about. We're gonna hit the graphic right now. 3, 2. Baller. All right. Okay. Let's get into it. Oh yeah. And so the cancel thing, Tom, I saw your face like light up when I said that. Just in case I get canceled for whatever reason later down the line, way later down the line, for whatever reason, I already filmed my response. It's not an apology video. It's just like, it's like when anyone gets canceled, you're just like, all right, shit, dude. Like,
well, hang on. Surely with when people are cancelled, it is contextual. How can you have what?
Well, I mean, it's contextual, but my point is when you get canceled, unless you're a horrible person and you like intentionally were going out to hurt someone, when you get canceled for something, it's typically dumb. And so you can typically answer any cancel with just like, all right, if you really know who I am, this is not a big deal. And in a couple of months, a couple of days, no one's going to remember this. So just relax. I'm going to take some time off. That's basically just the video. It's like a 30-second iPhone video.
Dude, you are living like 9 plays like in the future. It's like,
I just seen it,
so
bro.
what is it? Have you just sat there? You sat there and you were like, okay, guys, I just want to clarify some things. I'm not sexist. I'm not racist. I'm not homophobic.
I don't even say that. There's no. I don't even need to say that. I'm like, if you know who I am, then you know this is probably bullshit. Whatever came up, and if it's real, if it's actually something fucked up, of course I'll come out and like Joe Rogan had his thing where he was like, look, there's some things that I definitely want to like remedy. And then there's some stuff where it's just like, I'm not even going to bring it up because you're just going to bring up something else. But anyways, that'll be fun at some point. Maybe you guys will see that. You're going to have to cancel me first though. So someone's got to cancel me and you guys can see that video. That's the qualification. So let's get into this shit. Boom. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, got it. We're up. Good.
Cool. All right. So as everybody knows, Russia, Ukraine stories still going off. I don't want to say too much on what's going on because I don't know. And honestly, nobody knows unless you're in Ukraine and you're in Russia and you're fighting. You don't really know. We have 100 different news channels covering it with 100 different stories, 100 different alternative reasons for why they're posting it the way they're posting it. So I don't want to get into the politics of what's going on. All we know is Russia is trying to fuck them up, and heart goes out to them. That blows dick. That sucks. And that's all we really want to say. We want to focus on the crypto stuff on this channel. Obviously, we have our own opinions, but that's not something I really care to get in here just because I don't know, there's just no point. Everyone's got a different opinion. So anyways, crypto. $1.8 trillion market cap right now, 24-hour volume, 78 million, market dynamics 43%, Bitcoin, 18% Ethereum, and Bitcoin's at 42K, Ethereum's at 28. We got, what's it called? I saw fucking Alex Becker just roasted Cardano because Terra Luna and Solana. I believe these two just flipped them recently, and he's just always talking shit about Cardano. And honestly, I've seen multiple people now kind of just jump off the Cardano train, and everyone used to be, even myself, a big fan of Cardano, and that was right at the beginning of my NFT or my crypto journey. But now we're at a point where it's like, the massive 10,000x gains aren't really on the table anymore because Cardano's up. If you bought Cardano at 2 cents, it's a different story. But anyways, a lot of cryptos are up. It's a lot of green right now. A lot of my DeFi coins are doing well, I believe, right now. If I go to my Voyager app, I think all my DeFi shit is up because I was dollar cost averaging my way in while we were in like a bottom here. So let's click on Bitcoin to see what this little chart looks like real quick. And I saw someone in the comments saying Rubber Duck Party. We want to start with that. We can start with Rubber Duck Party. It's fine. We can start with that. It's going to be Tom's favorite bit, I think.
Well, I mean, it's literally the only thing I did related to Web3 in the past 7 days was mint Rubber Duck Bath Party. So that's my like kind of. That's how.
What did you do? Were you like in the middle of a party and you just pulled out your phone? You're like, hey, hold on 1 second. Drink in hand. You're just out here minting rubber ducks.
So I did tell the founder, I was like, by the way, like when you guys are minting, I'm going to be potentially really fucked up.
Yeah.
And we obviously laughed. We obviously really laughed about that. And then I was like, okay, well, how am I going to do this? And the truth is, we've been out partying kind of all day, got back at about 6 p.m. and I was just like, I just suddenly remembered, I was like, oh shit, this is they've just pushed it live like a few hours ago, I think. So I got my laptop out, opened it up for the first time in 4 days, and went in, and I was like I was like squinting through one eye, and I was like, I don't think I'm sober enough to do this.
Oh god!
But I did it, I did it, and it was really sick. They did a great job. I was
love it.
Really impressed with how they did it.
Rubber ducks, baby, rubber ducks. Also, I don't know why I can't get to pull up my computer, so I'm just gonna pull up my phone. This is the OpenSea, so 1 second. But also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel because we're about to hit 6,000 fucking subscribers. I wanted to hit it by March 1st. We missed it by a couple days, no big deal. But hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. This is gonna be backwards for y'all, but it's backwards. Okay, Bitcoin has been doing incredible the last 7 days. You guys can see a massive spike up here, and if we zoom out to the 1 month, this is what it looks like at 1 month. A lot of volatility. We look at 3 months, and we were up higher, obviously, a few months ago. But then always we zoom out to the full year, and basically we're still at dumpster prices compared to the peak of this bull run a few months ago. So just to keep some perspective, guys, always keep perspective when you're looking at Bitcoin on a 24-hour chart and only looking at a 24-hour chart. That's just not smart. So I just dollar cost my way in. Every time there's a dip, every time I get a paycheck, I'm just looking at what's down in my portfolio, and I just buy more. If I believe in it, obviously. And then we have OpenSea's stats for the last 30 days here. $3.15 billion in volume, 463,000 users, pretty cool. But currently, as of today, we're hovering in the 100 to 50, like 50 million to 100 million volume, 37,000 users per day. It's not bad. I mean, we're definitely in we're at the beginning of a bear market, maybe. Unless crypto takes a shit, I guess. What do you think?
Well, so I was kind of surprised, so when I basically got back into it yesterday and figuring out where the crypto markets were compared to, I expected the crypto market to have been really struggling over the past week. So that was a surprise.
Wasn't it wild, dude? Like, just came out of nowhere. It's like, oh, Bitcoin's pumping. We're like, all right.
Yeah, I kind of assumed it would be the opposite. I assumed it would be potentially way more fear, and
Yeah.
it would be just take a dump. So I'm really surprised. And I kind of I don't know if you agree with this, but my assumption is that people are just scared at the moment, and damn straight he is. Damn straight he is.
Yeah, Lucy.
Um,
Yes, he is. He's not single, unfortunately. Unfortunately, heart goes out to you, Lucy.
Yeah, so my assumption is that people are scared, and they want to stay as liquid as possible, and I think that's what we're seeing. We're seeing people selling off out of kind of fright and anxiety, and people not wanting to put their money right now into illiquid assets. That's my assumption. And so I don't know what do you think?
For me, my strategy hasn't really changed. I've a lot of people will keep money to the side and try and capitalize. I don't have time to be looking at stuff and trying to time stuff. So I just, every time I get paid, I just throw 30 to 40% into the market, or whatever like my situation is at the current time. Like sometimes I need more money to buy merch. Like there's gonna be some unboxings happening in this episode. I got a bunch of packages. I've got some new merch. We got this Joyage beanie hat, which is actually fucking amazing, and I love it. So been ordering a lot of merch, dude. I don't know if you know this, but figuring out merch is one of the hardest things ever, and it is so fucking expensive. I spent over $1,500 trying to figure out samples and buying this and buying that and trying this and that. Like I bought these shirts and moved the logo from here to here. That way, in all my videos, you can see my logo because my angle's always this way, and so my logo's always covered. So I had to like change all these things. Like I'm trying. There's like a design in the back, trying to get everything to look good. It's just fucking so much work.
So what you're telling me is that I shouldn't bother doing merch. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that you should wait till I figure it out and I can just tell you what to do because this shit is a bitch. And I'm having Devin help me with everything. If I didn't have him, I'd be screwed. So
nice. Okay. I know where to go then.
Hell yeah. It says crypto could explode or tank. Yeah, that's the thing. We literally have no idea. For me, I'm just putting in portions that I don't need.
Dude, look at that. If World War III starts, it's probably going to tank. You don't have to worry about your crypto portfolio if we go to World War III.
World War III, that's going to be pretty terrifying. Yeah, that's going to be pretty terrifying. Anyways, I love when we're like joking about that. World War III, no big deal. Okay. We're going to get into rubber duck pot. We're going to talk about rubber duck bath party. That's the word. Okay, let me share my screen, and we will get into the crypto markets, or NFT markets, sorry. Okay, so just real quick, look at the top NFTs for the last 7 days. We have Visible Friends, obviously. Bored Ape Yacht Club, 3 landers. I'm going to be reviewing this project soon. Wonder Pals, I almost bought one of these. There's only 2 that I like. There's a certain trait that I'm looking for. If I don't find one of those at a decent price, I'm not going to buy in. I think it's a cool project, though. We have, I don't even know what these are. Clone X, I guess, is still up there. Antonym, that was the new project they minted the other day. NFT Worlds, I will be covering this also soon because this is really interesting. Where's Rubber Duck Bath Party? It's somewhere over here. We have Starcatchers. I took an L on Dented Fields, not gonna lie. I'll tell you about that later.
Did you?
Yeah. I bought it and then I found out about the FUD and I was like, no, not the FUD, but it wasn't FUD. It was more just like I found out that they had been screwed over by the artists had been screwed over by the original project that they're working on. And so they went and in 1 week threw together a project and did a mint within 1 week to spite them and do it before the mint for their project. And I thought the team was really good. I just was like, that's kind of sketchy. Like, I'm not a really big fan of that. And so I sold all of them. I didn't really make any money or lose any money, but I believed in the team when I bought it. And I said, no, this team is good. I don't like the way they did it, but I sold. And so I went against my original belief as to why I bought the project in the first place. So I let my emotions get ahead of me. And I made a decision that basically within 24 hours, they did a 3 or 4X from when I had sold it. And I was just like, why did I sell it when I literally bought it for a specific reason, knowing that? So I don't know what I did. It was dumb. Basically, I took an L there.
So I think, but let's talk about it quickly because I know the backstory on that one as well. And I think that I think it's really important to, you're right. They turned around something really rapidly in a week. And the main issue was that the original artist, like I think it's Denton, he was not crypto native. And that was the reason he got fucked over by the weather report team was that he didn't understand the economics, the business economics of launching an NFT project. So he didn't push for his a high enough split of equity, and he got burnt. He eventually got close to figuring out all the art, and they got kicked out by the team in late January.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was 9 to 10 days that he turned around a project. It makes you wonder who else are you picking up to help support on that team. It's just all a bit. I definitely think that's. I felt bad for the guy because he seemed like a really, really good guy. So I'm hopefully, he got a payday out of it.
Yeah.
But if I'm honest with you, man, I think you got out, and
yeah,
that's my
it would have been good
kind
for a flip. That's why I bought in, because I was like, it probably will run up, and then I was like, I don't know how the market's going to react when people find out that it was thrown together in 10 days. And I was like, that's just not for me. It was worth the risk to get out with the risk of going all the way to zero. And so, yes, I lost a 3x on the table for like 5 of them, but it's no big deal. Okay. Yes. 69 Andy, we're going to talk about VideoMic Path. Let's get to it right now. We've been dancing around the subject. We will talk about it. Rubber Duck Path Party. So here's the alpha, right? So they dropped this project. Floor sitting at 0.15. They minted at 0.08, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So they're sitting at a little nice 2x, no problem. Here's the new minting strategy. You guys saw my video, the new minting strategy. I mean, it's got to be obvious now. I made it because I know it's not obvious, but a lot of people know it and a lot of people don't. But essentially, the best time to sell is immediately. As soon as the mint goes, mint your shit and sell it. If you're trying to get in and out of the project, that's the strategy. Because what you're seeing is with this project, with Antonym, same exact thing, right? They minted everyone was selling for like 1, 2, even 3 ETH at the beginning, and then it dropped, and then over the past couple of days, all the way down to like half an Ethereum. And the same with Rubber Duck Party. It started at 0.2. I saw some at 0.3, and now it's down to 0.15. So if you're trying to like do this whole swing trading thing, it seems to be that it's not the best situation to wait until reveal. Right before the reveal, sorry, because it's just not working as well as it used to, because everyone knows that strategy now. So, for example, with Invisible Friends, actually, we have it right here. Invisible Friends, if you go to their activity, people thought it was going to have another run-up right before the reveal, which used to happen. It's pretty much like guaranteed profit if you waited. But now it's not exactly the case. Like, it just didn't do anything. Instead, it just tanked a little bit, and then I guess it's seen a little bit of a recovery. Wait, hold on. So like this was the highest price. Everyone was selling for like 10. Now it's sitting at a 5 ETH floor. But it didn't really do anything right before reveal. A lot of people thought it was going to run up to 7 or 8 again, and it just didn't. It's just not the case anymore. Everyone's buying up right at the beginning. This is when all the FOMO was happening. So if you're trying to get in that project, that seems to be the new alpha. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, actually, I was going to ask you. I was like, well, what do you think about the at least just for Invisible Friends? We'll talk about the the cycles, because I agree it seems to have changed now.
Yeah.
Where there's, but I wonder again how much of the emotions around everything that's going on at the moment is impacting that, with people needing to get liquid, wanting to get liquid quick. And if that has impacted that, rather than, if things improve in the next few weeks, will that flip? Will that reverse back to it? Whereas people are like, fuck, I just want to get liquid straight away.
Yeah.
So they're selling straight away, and then it's just people, and it starts that cascade really rapidly, because people are like, they just start undercutting really fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think? What do you think about? Because I'm looking at all of these, and I'm thinking, geez, if I was hella liquid right now, I would be.
Yep. Yeah.
I'll be getting out my broom. I'll be digging out the broom, and I'd fucking start going at it. But yeah, like, Antonym, Rubber Duck Bath Party, Wonder Pals, all of those guys, I am surprised at where, if someone had asked me this time last week, where I would have thought the floor price would be. So not this.
I think what would happen is, I think the sentiment is that we are sticking. I think it is going to be, this is crazy, 200 each sale for the 1 of 1. Obviously, 1 of 1s are a little bit different than just the normal.
It wasn't by that dude, right? Huh? Not by the dude who left the comment.
If that is true,
he's got an IF like profile pic. So,
and dude, if you made 200 ETH, let me get a couple of ETH. Let me get a couple of ETH. I'm trying to buy a stuff duck, bro. I think what would have happened if it was a week ago, I think everything would just be inflated a little bit. But it looks like, Visible Friends did the same thing. It pumped up really, really big in the beginning, but that was already the market sentiment, is that was the time to sell. Like my friend Devin, or not, my friend Chase, he got one. He said, no, it's not him. He got one, and I was like, hey, look, if you're trying to get in and out of the project, if you want to hold, no problem. but you pretty much can guarantee yourself some money here if you just flip right now and buy it in a couple days. And he was like, no, I don't want to take that chance. And it ended up happening. And so I think what would have happened is, if, Anthony probably would have gone to 3 ETH instead of 2, and then it would have held at like 1.5 or 1 instead of half. I think it would have been something like that. And so with Rubber Duck Party, probably pumped to like 0.6, 0.7, and then held at 0.3 or 0.4. But yeah, I mean, for me, like, here's my thoughts toward this was that Antonym has been building for 9 months. The reason I bought multiple Antonym is because I watched their full AMA. I like their team. I like the way they're running everything. I like the way they're communicating. And plus, their art is fucking sick. They have an in real life collectible that they're sending out in Q2, and I want to be part of that. And so I was surprised that not that they rushed the mint, but I was like, why not just wait? Or like, why not just wait till the next time we have a cycle of high, like, surge in NFTs? Like, why not just do that? But because you're not going to be able to avoid the pump and dump. It's already too hyped no matter what they do. And so they kind of fucked themselves by launching at this point in the market, I felt like.
Yeah. What did you buy in at?
I bought in at 0.3 or no. What was it? I bought 2 more at 0.5, right after they finished the Dutch auction, because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I should buy at 0.7, because I was planning on buying one at 1 ETH, and I was like, oh man, I don't know. I think it could go down. And then the Dutch auction happened, and I was like, you know what? Actually, I think this is just going to go really far down. And so I was kind of playing around with it. And so right when the mint ended, I didn't know this, but their page hadn't refreshed. Yeah. So I went back to OpenSea, and I was on their page, and then someone texted me, they're like, hey, it's sold out. And I was like, what are you talking about? There's still 4,000 left. He goes, no, it's sold out. And I was like, oh, fuck me. I just missed my chance. I went to OpenSea. Floor price is still 0.3. I was like, let's go. So I went to it. All of them are fucking sold, dude. All of them are sold. I scrolled for like 10 minutes. They're also. And I finally found one for 0.5, and I was like, oh my God. So I bought 2 of it at 0.5. No problem. Because I was thinking I was going to buy it at 1. So I was like, okay, well, I got 2 for 1, basically. No problem.
Yeah. So I was surprised today when I looked. I spoke to Nate this morning, and because he was the first person that I saw speak about it, and I was like, okay, this seems really cool. I'm really surprised at how
it's short term, dude. I mean, I think we're in a market where I wasn't that surprised. I thought it was gonna be a little bit higher, but I wasn't really surprised that it was less exciting than people thought. They were like, why isn't the mint super exciting? I'm like, because we're not in a bull run. Like, same with Rubber Duck Party. Like, it just wasn't exciting because we're not in a bull run. That's just not the sentiment right now. They're like 4 days late, basically.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, my plan's gonna pick if it drops. So mine's gonna be after post reveal. I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna try and pick up a couple.
I'll be doing some swing trading, maybe. Maybe swing trading if it pumps up. I don't know when the reveal is. I heard it's like going to be a few days, and so I'm just gonna be watching it. And I'll flip in and out. I'll swing trade a little bit, but I'm definitely gonna be buying in post reveal to find, because I'm gonna be holding one. I mean, I've told everyone this publicly. I'd like to hold one one NFT from projects I support. I want to hold a subduct to support Frankie. I'm in coin games to hold one because I like Timothy. The main goal here isn't really to flex or flip a million times and make a shit ton of money. It's more to be in cool projects that I fuck with long term. And I was able to listen on their AMA and got to listen to an hour and a half of the founder talk and the artist talk and all that stuff, and that was really fun for me. And I'm huge into art too, so like Anthem's an art project. That's why I bought that one.
Have you seen I genuinely, I don't know. Have you seen any other projects that have done the kind of like level of like brand building work that I feel like they're.
Have you seen Anthem's trailer on their Twitter?
Yes.
Dude, that shit was fucking amazing. I was like,
I know.
Whoa.
It's all of it. All of everything that they've done has been super well produced. With guys that click, and their artwork, that they drop on Twitter is sick.
It's really good. And plus, here's what I put on Twitter. I said, what everyone's doing, you do the opposite. And the other thing I was going to add there is you bet on people, right? I don't know how the project's going to do long term or short term. But you bet on people, and if you bet on people that look like they're going to pull through and they look like this is something they're dedicating their life to, and you believe that they are competent, that's what you should believe in, and that's what I do believe in. Like, that's why people are like, why would you buy the subducts? All they do is say sup, and they're just a fucking cartoon. I'm like, because I believe in Frankie, and I know Frankie wants to pull this off. That's his dream. This is his real goal in life. And so I bet on Frankie. I don't bet on subducts. I bet on Frankie. And so that's my mentality with NFTs. That's why I'm buying into the Impact Theory Legendary Key at some point, because I believe in Tom. I don't believe in Impact Theory's key as much. I mean, of course I believe in the brand because I believe in him, but I believe in Tom. And so I think for people who are, nervous, the floor is not looking how they want, whatever project that is for you, if it's up or down, look at the team and look at the reasons you bought in for. And if those are reasons that you can stick to long term, then just stick with that. You know, you can't control this stuff. The floor price going up and down is like, you're not going to be able to time that. So it's just like, whatever, you know. All right. What else? Starcatchers here. Okay. We have Starcatchers revealed 0.33 top. Hold on. All right. So here's sort of, did you guys remember the Starcatchers pre-reveal photo? Did you see that, Tom?
No.
So it was this
like the placeholder.
yeah. Did you see it? You didn't see it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So here, all right. So everyone, look. This is the art, like cute, you know, whatever, cute. Looks like Doodles a little bit. You know, this is the Doodles art. It's definitely maybe not a derivative, but sort of a derivative. You know what I mean? Like that kind of art. So, anyways, I covered them, and this is like someone made this in my Discord. This is the pre-reveal photo, bro. Like, what? I was so confused. I was like, wait, it's funny,
what?
but I'm like, what is this?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was so weird. I think they were doing it for attention, which I get, but it was so weird. I was like, okay, I guess.
That's so weird.
It was
so odd.
And then,
I was going to say, I thought that was just one of your your collection photos.
No, someone just put that one together. But then, so if you guys know, I reviewed Starcatchers, right? I reviewed Starcatchers, and I didn't say the best stuff about it. I was like, yeah, this project's cute, but there's no roadmap. There's a fully anonymous team. They haven't made any promises. Every interview they go on, they say, we can't say anything. And so I'm like, I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do here. So yeah, I wasn't really mean or sad or happy or anything about it. It was pretty indifferent. And someone on the team reached out. Half the team follows me, and half the team still likes me. But this person, this individual on the team, he's like half on the team. He's a mod. He comes out, and I'm gonna send this out on Twitter. I'm gonna read this because I want this to get out. Even though I almost tweeted this because it was fucking. I honestly was shocked. I was like, "There's no way this fucking mod just sent this to me when he's like on the team, and like if this were to get out, it would be very bad for Starcatchers." Here it is. A very aggressive, a very, very completely just wild text. Let me know when you get it. Just send it on your Twitter. But yeah, he didn't like what I had to say about Starcatchers. And that's not the problem. You know, that's opinions. I'm sure it's a biased opinion because it's on the team. But I was absolutely shocked that he said that.
Hey, this is I'm speaking to you right now. You know who the fuck you are. You are an absolute fuckwit. And that's all we're getting. Like,
it was wild, bro. It was. I got that message. I was like, no fucking way, because like I could totally just post that on Twitter, and like that would be so bad for their project, and like half their team, like their main people in their team, follow me. So I'm like, that would just be so bad, and I just couldn't believe he did that. So I'm like, the internet's forever. Like anyone can just screenshot that, right? Like I would never send that out of fear that he's gonna post it.
I mean, dude, I think it just goes to show. I think there's a lot of there's a lot of super immature people in this space, and they have no understanding. They have no like awareness of the ramifications. Like by sending that tweet, he potentially just, you know, like rugged his project that he loved.
Like you got to think about the team there.
Yeah. It's like,
nobody else on the team reached out. And I was like, look, Dave, if you really hate me this much, then clearly the whole team probably hates me. So let me wait for this. But nobody, they also follow me. No one has said anything. So I'm like, all right. And plus, like when that kind of comment happens, I always take it as constructive criticism. And I say, okay, maybe I was wrong on the video. So I went back, watched the video. I was like, maybe I was too harsh. Watched the video. I was like, this fucking guy. I was like, he's just pissed. And so I moved on. It was fine. It was like the very first time I had a hater where I was able to literally cast it out logically, where I was like, no, this guy's like actually just angry at the world and I can't do anything about it. So that was actually kind of nice for me.
Yeah, nice. I haven't had that yet, but well,
I've had a lot of those. I've had a lot of those people actually recently. I think it's when you make risky content. Like someone made this post the other day about like manifestation. She was like, look, when you manifest or you're in a career on social media and you're talking about stuff and you're sharing your opinion, you can't only be happy when people agree and people are saying, oh, fuck yeah, thanks for posting your content. We're happy you're posting it. Like with that is the opposite, which is people hating you. And you have to be able to take both. If you can only take this, you're not cut out for social media. And I was like, that's 100% true. 100% true.
Yeah, big time.
Victor, yes, we did talk about Rubber Duck Bath Party. Just scroll back like 4 or 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, 6 minutes.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes on the dot. Tom's always right. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is the canceled video, by the way. This is the fucking. This is the caption. This is the thumbnail. I did it as a joke. Can you see it? Can you see my screen right now?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Why aren't you gonna let us watch it?
Because it's only there if I get canceled. It's unlisted until I get canceled. Someone come on.
Wait, didn't that guy just cancel you though?
That's not canceled. That's not canceled. You gotta come up with something that makes no sense out of the blue for no reason other than just to cancel me. If and when that happens, I'll post that video and it'll be fun. But anyways, I wanted to also bring that up because if you guys look at my channel, we're about to 6,000 subscribers, so make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. But I've been doing a lot of paid review videos because as my channel grows, obviously Tom knows this too, you get more and more offers and you're able to, be a little bit more picky, but also there's just fucking way more offers. And so I took a bunch of them because I was like, look, I'm making content 1 to 2 times a day anyway. Why not just make money from these videos? No problem. But I found myself not being able to make the videos I wanted to make because I was doing so many fucking reviews. And I was like, okay, this is a great lesson because this is way too much on my plate and shit is falling off the edges. I don't have time to keep up with the market. Don't have time to make a video about the fucking, like myself. Like I did this interview with myself. I did a video about the minting strategy, like zooming out episodes, stuff I used to do all the time that I just haven't been able to do. And I was like, that's where like a lot of my value comes from actually. And I was also noticing my subscriber count wasn't rising as fast as normal. And I was like, it's because I got away from my roots. And so I had a little bit of a reset. I said no to about 7 out of 10 people. And I feel much better. So
nice,
it's been great. It's honestly been great.
Nice.
It's honestly been great. I'm still doing obviously a lot of reviews, but
yeah, I can relate to you, man. So I've made that decision as well. Like strategically from my like kind of what the direction that I want to go. I realized that I was just it's not what I want to be doing. And kind of like I want to be creating the content that I want to create, and whether I can get paid by an organization or not, it's kind of like short-term sacrifice, long-term gain.
100%. And for me, I was just like, I just need to maybe spend a little bit less money investing, maybe change it from 40% to 30% and use that 10%, keep it liquid so I can pay my bills and like the normal shit too. And so I made that decision, and it's better for my channel anyway. Like it's more fun to make those videos. I have more time. I was able to do a TikTok live and fucking draw this character.
Yeah. Exactly, dude. But that's the most important thing is that you're doing the stuff that you want to do, because that kind of passion transfers to your audience and it helps you grow. And I think that's the key. And so I think we're in the same boat, just focusing on doing the stuff that we feel kind of pulled to.
Yeah, 100%. And
it's hard when we're starving. We're starving creators.
It's hard because like what did Bryce say? He just said how much, or he said raise your prices. My prices are high. They're already high. I'm not going to charge more than that. I feel bad charging more than that because, especially for new projects, I don't want to fucking liquidate their whole treasury just to make a video on them when it's not getting like thousands and thousands and thousands of views. So I want to be fair. But yeah, I mean, and to be totally honest, like I'm making enough money. Like it was just, I just got a little greedy. Like the money was coming in and I was like, oh, perfect. Cause I could buy it. I could buy art. I could buy it. I could pay for this. And it got easy. It got too easy. And so it was good to notice that early on.
He's lying. He just knows he just wants to buy merch.
I want to do merch. Is fucking expensive. It's been good. Actually, it was good that I took that like 1 month to like make a bunch of money because I ended up spending 2/3 of it on shit that I need to spend it on.
T-shirts.
T-shirts. We talked about how successful Dippy's is doing. So Dippy's, I don't have it pulled up right now. My computer's too slow when I'm on stream. So I heard that the floor is like at anywhere from 0.3 to 0.7 or something like that. Did way stronger than I thought it was going to. I thought it would do well. But it's done incredible, and their founder actually reached out and made me this custom one a couple of weeks ago, which was so cool.
Yeah, that's a great one. Awesome. That's a great one. It
was really nice. Cool. And so huge respect to the team. He did that. He didn't even ask for anything. He just made it for me and was like, "Yo, fuck with your stuff. Thank you for doing your stuff. Here's a NFT." And I was like, "Wow, this is amazing."
That's really cool, dude. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah, Dippy's, I'm a big fan. I went on their Twitter and their website. I wanted to just see if they had a strong brand, if they had any kind of central core message, and they did. Like the digital hippies. That's what they are. They're here to spread love, fun, transcend yourself, and all the things that a hippie does, just digital. And I really liked what I saw, honestly, from their project as far as their brand. So I mean, I'm interested to see how they do and how they move forward. But
dude, they have the boys, two of my favorite. They've got Diplo and Dylan Francis. They made Diplo and Dylan. They both made one-on-ones for both of them, and you got one as well. That is fucking. I'm jealous as fuck.
Pumped. Wait, look at this shit, dude. Because here's what you need to do. You need to get some kind of trait like that because it's easy. I got another project called Climate Clouds. and they're really.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to go to the moon, but they're trying to like help with climate change and all that stuff. So I was like, yeah, for sure, let's support. And so she made me this fucking NFT, and I was like, bro, this is just so
sick.
cool.
That's
So
so
you need to get
cool.
a trait, dude. Get a trait that's like super.
I've got my
unique
fucking
and
mustache,
just-
man. I've got my fucking mustache. That should be trait enough.
Yeah, wait, hold on a second. Mustaches aren't normal traits, are they?
I mean, they can be. I've had a couple of NFTs with mustaches,
Dude,
but
hell yeah.
it could
You
be.
should ask for it. You should ask for it. What I do for my
This
reviews.
face is rare as fuck. Come on.
What I do for my reviews is if it's a new project that I like their art as well, I'll say, hey, here's a discounted price. If you want to send me a custom NFT, I'll charge you this much instead of that much. And so I've done that for a couple times, and that's been really fun. Honestly, it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is one of our last topics we're going to talk about. So if you guys, obviously, art has been the main focus. We talked about this a few months ago, back in like October, November, when we were saying artists are going to be the big thing. So I started buying NFT art at the end of the year last year because I was like, I gotta find the next artist. I didn't find the next big art. I didn't find like the next Marcus, whatever his name is, for Invisible Friends. But I was able to collect a lot of NFT art by a lot of amazing individual artists that I followed, and it's just fun because you can jumpstart their career a little bit and like give them that boost that they needed maybe. And like I had that happen to me in the summer, so it's amazing for me to be able to do that for other people. And it's been amazing, honestly. And it's one of those things when you buy art, you don't exactly hope that you're going to get like passive income from it immediately or get a 12x tomorrow. It's one of those that you like hold out of respect and because you support them. And that's been awesome. But while art has taken the main stage this year, if you guys, I'm sure everyone has already forgotten because art has literally been it, but NFT gaming is still a thing and NFT worlds are still a thing. People aren't really talking about it because the art projects and the PFPs are kind of taken over recently, but I'll share my screen here. We have NFT worlds. I know some people were talking about this. It's definitely not as big of a topic as some of these PFPs, but NFT worlds pumped up to almost a 10 ETH floor, 35,000 Ethereum volume. And it's just plots of land. But the interesting thing about this project, specifically this project, which is why I want to bring it up because I wanted to give a good example. There's a lot of these projects, right? So 9 out of 10 of these type of projects where you're buying land are going to go to zero because unless they have player base and actual demand on that platform, the land is useless. It's like buying land in Iowa. It's like, you want to be buying land in New York before it was New York. You don't want to be buying Iowa because it's not going to bring you any returns. You're just going to have useless land that's not worth anything. And this one's really cool because it's got the Minecraft support. They're using like the Minecraft ecosystem and the Minecraft player base, which is, as you guys know, the biggest fucking gaming everything in the whole world. It's like the strongest brand of all time. And that's why this one is pumped to 10 ETH. But there's a lot of projects. I just want to be clear that just because a project is selling land does not mean it's going to go to 10 ETH. But what are your thoughts on NFT land? Because that's a super interesting topic to me.
Yeah, so there are a couple of things about them. There are a ton of projects that have their own land, own NFT worlds, and are building games within that. And that is the ecosystem that they're going to use. And the world token is going to be potential. I see this as a really big play. So I think the meta that you can look for around this is which projects are going to be using the world token as their token, and have they bought NFT world plots? How many do they own? Like a lot of them only have a couple because obviously it's quite expensive. But some of them have like up to 6. I think there are a few. So those are some plays which I think if we see that kind of ecosystem grow, and like we said, it's around Minecraft, so it's kind of like it's stuff that everyone is familiar with. So yeah, I think that's a really big kind of potential like thesis to have around like metaverse stuff is the world token. I think that could be really big for the rest of the year.
Yeah, 100%.
But it takes time, right? That's the one thing to remember.
Oh, yeah.
You got to give these things are 9 months, maybe a year or so or more down the line. Mm-hmm. So we might you could be buying into projects now, and they're perhaps in the space of the next 9 to 12 months, their price dips, but then we could see a mega rise when stuff gets delivered.
Yeah, it's 100% true, dude. 100% true. I think lands, it's going to be massive. If you can find the right land, you'll be in massive profits. Obviously, if you bought NFT worlds before it was 10 ETH, you're in stupid profits. So it's a pretty fair bet if you can find the right one. But it's just like any other project, right? If you find the right project with the right fundamentals, the right everything, and everything checks out, and you're like, man, should I buy this? It's like, well, if everything checks out and you believe in yourself and you've done the research, that's probably a stronger bet than half of these NFT profile picture projects, to be honest.
What are your thoughts on Pixelmon? I mean, the whole
Oh God.
Kevin thing.
As soon as that happened, I was like, yep, this is the end of the bull market. Has to be the end. There's no way we have anything after this.
Fuckers ripped 70 mil out of the fucking NFT market. And we had loads. We had too much. We had like what, Squiggles, fucking Serial Club. We had all these projects just pull a ton of liquidity out of the market. And it's we need to like continually grow to keep the market going at a like decent pace. So these fucking rug pulls are
that's why I hammer home. When you start to see rug pulls happening every 30 seconds, that's when you know we are very near a top. And so that's when you can start to say, okay, is there anything here I really don't need that much that I'd rather have Ethereum for? That's when you're like, okay, last minute sell off, last minute liquidity pulls. That's what I do, at least. Like I sold a couple of NFTs off. And I kept a couple because I was like, this is not like, I feel like there's a better time to sell this. So I ended up holding those, even though I could have gotten liquid now. But yeah, if you start to see shit like Pixelmon happen or what's it called? MFers chicks. If you heard about that shit, like I had a girl message me on I guess she's on the team. She's some kind of representative. She lied. She said she wasn't, but I know she is. She messaged me. She's like, hey, you should do this contest thing where we like do you like take a photo of yourself in the same position as this MFer chick, and you have headphones and she has headphones, and it would be fun, and you could tag the project. And I was like, why? Why would I do that? And I was like, you're just saying that so I talk about this project. What are you fucking talking about? I was like, this is stupid. She's like, it's led by a bunch of like women led. I was like, I don't care who it's led by. This is like 100% cash grab. I was like, even if you're saying they're going to work on it, it is a cash grab. If you launch a project and you say, this is going to be like CryptoPunks, no roadmap, no utility, vibes. I'm like, okay, so make it a free mint then. Well, it's going to be 0.06 ETH. I'm like, okay, so it's a cash grab. Because you're not going to do anything with the money. So the funds literally go to the founder and the artist. And I'm like, that's it. Like, what do you mean? How is this not a cash grab? That's the definition of a cash grab. And I almost got into it with her, but then I was like, that's not worth it. But
yeah, you can't win, man. Can't win.
That shit is just fucking annoying.
Can't win.
Okay. This is one of the last bits. So NFT gaming, like here's an example of an NFT game that I think is pretty cool. Coin Games. We are actually going to have the CEO, Timothy Juice, back onto the channel. We're going to try and get him on Tea Time with Tom episode and try and get a little 3-person podcasting. That would be pretty cool. But this is an NFT gaming project. I think gaming projects will probably make a comeback. It'll probably be swift. It'll be one of those things where you're like, oh man, art projects, this project minting, and then it's just going to be like, boom, gaming bull run again. Like that's how it happens every time. It's just out of nowhere. Alex Becker says, bull run back on. And everyone's like, gaming. And then it just happens like that. And then all the projects you were thinking about getting in pumped up and you missed the boat. That's why I'm like, if there's a project you want to buy in, like Coin Games, for example, is at 0.6 ETH floor a few weeks ago at the height of the bull market. If that was a project you want to get in, the time to get in is like times like this when no one is talking about gaming. Gaming's not in the news. That's when you buy into gaming projects. Like Evaverse right now actually is held pretty strong. Or Calling Online, there's a lot of projects that are pretty still underrated in my opinion as far as to where they might be in the future. You just want to make sure that those gaming projects are partnering with good teams, with good platforms if they can, because there's a lot of games that aren't going to have any player base. And so collaborations are probably going to be pretty important. Like you're going to need, like Evaverse without Dogepound is fine, but with Dogepound, that's a 10x as far as player base, attention, demand. And so I think gaming. I don't know if it'll be this year because I don't know how long it takes to develop these games and to get them to where people actually want to play them. But what are your thoughts on gaming? Because most games are promising play to earn, and I don't think anyone wants to play unless they're making a pretty nice coin.
Yeah, it has to be significant. I think like the last big significant one was Creeps, which was, I mean, I don't even know if it was Creeps even a play to earn game, or was that just staking? I think it was just staking, wasn't it?
Most games I've seen are just staking, and I'm like, this is a game? You're like, yeah. Like,
so
how? What are you talking about?
Yeah. So it's I think like, so Becca does talk about this all the time about how you have to, as well as Elio trades, So
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but his first attempt at a game that kind of like they spent a huge amount of time creating and then just realized that
High Rise.
it was, yeah, I think so. Yeah. And it just wasn't good enough for people to be pulled into it. And it just didn't hit,
Yeah.
And there's not going to be that many that hit it. It's going to be, to get like Angry Birds level, Minecraft level, like adoption, it needs to do something very unique, and is easily accessible, perhaps like on a cheap blockchain, maybe. Maybe we're looking at Solana.
Has to be cheap.
So it's like whether or not the layer 2 stuff is going to be the way. I just, it's quite funny how there's been a bit of a kind of a dead run for that. There haven't been any big games that have come out.
It sucks because there's some people that I believe in as, like, when you invest in an influencer project, you have to be obviously very careful. And then there's some people that I think in the space, I don't look at them as influencers as much as I look at them as people who make videos, who also have another job. Like Alex Becker is a literal company CEO, but then he does YouTube on the side. Elliot Trace runs Super Farm DAO, but then does YouTube on the side, And so there's certain people that I believe in, and I have no idea if High Rise is the answer or if his new imposter game is going to be the answer. But I do believe in Elio as a human being in the NFT space and crypto space. So that's one tip of advice I would say. If there's people that you don't know who to believe in the gaming world, you can look at people who have been in the space for a long time and are educated in the space in Web3. And just keep an eye on them. You don't have to buy what they buy. Of course, if Elliot launches a project, he's going to be pumped about it and want to talk about it, and he's going to, do whatever for the project. And don't take that and say, oh, if Elliot's doing it, it's going to go to the moon. Maybe it'll go to the moon. But it's important really to take those videos where he's talking about it and say, all right, what are the things that he's talking about? And then what are the things that this other project that I'm interested in are talking about? Are they talking about the same level of thing? Are they on the same level? Is Elio miles fucking ahead of this project CEO? Is this project even a thing? Because I reviewed the reason I have actually convinced myself last month that it was okay to take on so many reviews like I did is because partially, and this is true, I have been able to see, again, a real inside glimpse of what's going on in new NFT world, as far as who's making what, who's capable of what is the caliber of person making projects. And what I'm seeing is a lot of good, average, I would say. A lot of people who maybe could, but a lot of people, it's going to be more of is this just going to hit? And then maybe they can run with it and they probably will be able to pull it off something. But if they don't get that initial attention, it'll be just kind of one of those things that's hovering at a 0.02 floor. There's some people interested in it, but we don't have the attention we need. And I really don't know how to help those people, because if you can't get that attention, it doesn't matter how good you are, because at some point you do need to have some kind of level of attention. With Evaverse, I was starting to lose a little bit of faith because I was like, damn, they're building for so long, but when are they going to get that attention boost? And then that's when they launched their Dogepound partnership, and that's what it was. And so that's where you bet on people and you say, okay, they've been pulling it off for this long. For 6 months, they've been working, even though the floor has been at a really, disrespectful place and no one believes in their project. Okay, well, if they're still putting in work and it's high quality work, that's when you can double down on that. But I would say for people watching YouTube videos, try not to listen to what they're saying and take it at face value and just roll with it. Try and just learn how they think and apply it to your mindset.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, fire. And yes, we're going to try and get Timothy onto the show. And plus, we'll be doing a giveaway on that pack. We already confirmed that there will be a Coin Games NFT giveaway on that episode, so that's pretty cool. Also, I have a bunch of basically dead NFTs in here. I don't know if this is interesting to anyone watching, but if you're in here right now and you guys care to get a free NFT from me, I can literally just transfer it to you. I don't even think they're worth anything, half of these. Some of them might have more intrinsic value. I have 4 DAO turtles. That's low-key kind of historic, but they're not worth anything. They got kicked from it. It was one of the first projects that got booted off OpenSea. But it was do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. I think you mentioned one to me the other day, and I was like, oh fuck, someone did that. As in I think it was maybe the meme stuff. Actually, it was it was about the Kevin meme stuff from Pixelmon, and I was thinking people giving a load of shit about it being, kind of oh, this is just where the NFT space is crazy. And I'm like, I think we might see this as just you will see these historic moments where they're these meme moments, and that stuff could hold high intrinsic value going like in history. It's just kind of historical. It's like, do you remember,
it might
like,
just be fun to have, just to have.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like fun to have. It's like, because there is a story behind it. But it's the projects that just launch and then don't know how to get attention, like you said, and they just never get there. And it just, it's like, it's just kind of just low, and you know it's dead, you know, because that team just cannot.
It sucks too, because you're sitting
it
there
sucks,
like, no.
It sucks. And that's what it's about. And that's why we bang on about betting on teams and people that have done this, and why, like, I'm just always hoping people are doxed so that I can do some diligence and just feel like I can trust the people behind this. And I do hate, I really hate when teams aren't, especially when they have good products as well. Like, it kind of makes me think, it's like, okay, well, if they've got good art, they've got good branding, they've got good marketing skills, why aren't they fucking showing their faces? Because, like,
I don't even want a docs. I don't even need a LinkedIn. I want a selfie. I just want a selfie. I just want to be able to put a face to the person running this project. That's all I fucking want. And if I see that, that gives me like almost 50% more confidence in a project. If I see one photo of their real life, I'm just like, why would you fucking not?
Shout out to one of the founders of one of the most hyped projects at the moment, who sent me a selfie today. So yeah, and it was based around the fact that, so I was just speaking to him, and he was like, I was asking if you could do an interview at some point, and I was like, of course, a couple of weeks past your mint, because I know how it goes. I was like, trust me, I just speak to founders all the time, and for the 2 months leading up until launch, they never have a haircut, they never have a shave. And he sent me a selfie, and there's like, it, you know, pictures of him on his website, professional website, looking sharp, and he just looks. He's like full hobo mode right now.
That's fucking funny.
Beard, long hair, and he's like, yeah, it's true.
What's up, Patrick?
What's up, guys? Patrick.
Dude, I announced this on my TikTok. I don't want to announce this publicly. I'll just say it and everyone just knock on wood now. Knock on wood now before I say it. All right. We have a confirmed interview with Betty, founder of Deadfellows. Confirmed. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen, so we're not going to say anything other than that. We have a confirmed interview with the Deadfellows founder. That's going to be fucking massive if that actually comes through. The reason I say confirmed is because I've had so many times where I say, let's do an interview, and they're down, and then it just never happens, and they never respond. Like BioPills, Evaverse, I'm still waiting on, and then one other project where I'm like literally got word for word confirmation from their team and their founders, and then it just didn't happen. So I don't want to say anything other than that. If that shit happens, though, that'll be fucking wild. I'll be so excited if that happens.
That's really sick. Even
though I don't really fuck with Deadfellows art.
Do you know? I think it's quite cool.
No, it's cool for me personally. Like, as an artist person, I just didn't like. I didn't visually like it, but that's totally. I knew it would do well objectively. But to me personally, I didn't like their angle. Like, they look like this.
Oh, fair, yeah.
I just didn't really like that. And then that's pretty much it, honestly. And I'm not like a huge fan of, like, I don't really like the mutant apes that much. I don't really like zombies so much. I think it's because as a kid, I just was fucking terrified of shit. Like, I didn't like zombies. I don't like clowns. I don't like fucking werewolves. I don't like shit like that. So that's why I was turned off by the project.
You don't like,
but I knew that the project would do well. Yeah, I don't like scary shit that much. As far as like me owning it, it's because like in my video, like I got roasted. People were like, "Oh, this aged well," because Deadfellows obviously has become a blue chip or whatever. And in the video, I don't even know why they're saying I was like, this aged well, because I was like, I literally said the project's dope, and I said it's an artist focused project. They had Studio Oki do a concert in the Decentraland, and I was like, this is a great project. I just personally don't want to buy it. That's just me personally. Same with Doodles. When I missed out on Doodles, I did the same thing. I was like, even if I was holding it now, I would have flipped Doodles. Like, I like Doodles, but just for me personally, the art, I'm just like, yeah, it's great, but I'd rather have the money than the Doodles NFT.
But then this is where it's like, you have to think about things strategically as well when you're buying into projects. Like, as we always say, do your own research. Yeah. But when we've talked about this before, is that what takes the pressure off is if you're able to buy multiples, like 2, 3, ideally. Yes. And then you that's where you want to be, because you can if ideally 3, like 3 is the ideal, because you can cover your costs.
That's why I have 3 antonyms, because I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm like, well,
exactly. Just in case. So I think that there's like, I think you can help your situation and help your just trading more sensibly if you cover that. But I mean, I know that's tough. Like when you're not perhaps like just starting out and less liquid, but that's where you want to get to. You want to get to a point where you don't want to get to a point where you're trying to flip when you just have one, because it's like, when the fuck do you sell?
Yeah.
Like, are you aiming for a 2x? Are you aiming for
exactly
1.5x? Are you aiming for a 4x?
If you like it too, if you like that project and you like the art, it's like, oh man, if I get rid of this, is my only link to the project, and that's impossible. That's the worst.
Exactly. So it gives you multiple exit point options, and then you can help that reduce emotions out of it. So yeah,
100%. And then I think that's it for our main topics. Now we can just kind of shoot the shit a little bit, chop it up, talk about stuff. I guess I can talk about a few videos I'm thinking about doing coming up. Like I made that video about what NFTs and sex have in common. I said what college soccer has taught me about NFTs. I love that series where it's just me linking fucking anything to NFTs, because you can, dude. NFTs are just emotional trading, and you can literally make that anything. And so I have some stuff like what nursing school taught me about NFTs, how quitting weed helped me with NFTs. I have a video called "Stop Hiring Me for Console Calls" because my YouTube exists. I'm like, I don't know why people hire me for console calls when I literally just regurgitate what I say in my videos. But I just think there's fun videos. Like here's one that's gonna be a little bit controversial, but it's like what Russia invading Ukraine can teach you about NFTs, because there are lessons you can take. But I just think that I like being able to link real world stuff to NFTs, because I think it helps people understand, especially who don't actually come from the Web3 world and they're trying to figure out NFTs. And if I can link something to it, that helps everybody out, I think. But what kind of videos you got coming up, Tom? What stuff you got? You had a little break. You're sick right now, but you got something come up?
Yeah, man. So yeah, I kind of got back into it, and here it is. Cody's here. The man's here. The king is here.
Yeah, we're gonna record next. I forget. I messaged you the other day. We're gonna get one up in hopefully the next month or so.
Sick. Oh man, good man. I'm working today. I was working all of today on my Discord communities. So hopefully within the next week or so, we'll have some news on that. And opening things up. Yeah, it's but they're it's close. And so I'm very excited about that, because I think that's going to help. I want to help people. And I think that I want to start building a community of people that are kind of like-minded, as we said before. And I'm very excited for that. That's my next challenge. So we've talked about this, I think privately, that how if you want to just continue to level up, you have to be stacking skills on top of them. You just have to keep on stacking new skills.
Yeah.
You can't just be doing the same shit day in, day out and just expecting to grow. You have to be putting yourself outside of your comfort zone, learning new skills, learning new platforms, learning new whatever it may be, areas of expertise. And so for me, the next thing is going to be building a community. That's my and that's why I'm super excited to be part of the Joyage Kingdom, is that I can see Cade has built an extremely tight community, very, very, very tight. And that's very inspirational to see. And it's great to be part of that community. I'm looking forward to being more part of that community. But yeah, for the next kind of month, that's going to be my focus, is really building that out.
Yeah, well, one thing I can actually say, it's actually interesting the way you said that made me think of something, because you're right. Actually, it's called the Royal Council, or Royal Palace. Sorry, the Royal Palace, that the holders and OGs have access to. And it's funny because people were like, why are there all the OGs in there? I'm like, well, there's only 10 that are actually in there. There's 150, but none of them are actually in there. So it's really interesting. But that community is fucking tight. It's really, really tight. And it's funny because the other day I had to cut out everyone because we were figuring out the collab land. I finally got that shit to work. And people weren't in it for maybe 12 hours. And 7 of them came in. They're like, oh my God. They're like, this was awful. They're like, it was awful being in the comment chat, not being able to run away into this private chat. Cause it's true. What you have to do in that is not anything special. It's not like I do anything that special. I'll go in there and I'll talk about projects that I'm buying, a little bit in there, that I don't really talk about anywhere publicly. Cause there's such a small tight group. And, but I'm mainly just in there chatting and just hang out with them. And it's not anything special, but over time, if you do that over 6 months, you have no choice but to build a tight community. There's nothing else that happens. So it's going to be dope because I know you're putting that effort in. And like I said earlier, you bet on people. And I bet on Tom, he's going to fucking be here. And so it's going to be dope. I'm really excited for that, dude. I'm really excited.
Yeah, and then hopefully, like, it's gonna be coming close to NFT New York time, and
yes, I got rejected by the way to talk.
Did you?
Them.
Did you?
Yeah, it's because I think it's because I went too much into it. Like you guys know, I'm more focused on brand than I am specifically on NFTs, and I think they're trying to focus more on NFT stuff because there's some people that I saw got accepted last time that. Never mind. I just think that I'm not NFT focused enough. I think I'm more broader focused. I just don't think that maybe that's not what they're looking for. Or I just had a sucky entry. I don't know. Like I definitely threw together that PowerPoint in 5 minutes, since that's probably part of the reason. But no problem. I'll be there anyways. I don't really care if I speak. It'd be cool if I speak, but it wouldn't be more anything other than someone filming the video for me and I get to flex and say I spoke there. Like that's all it really means to be completely honest. It'd be cool. But I mainly want to be there to meet people. I want to see you. I want to have a Joyage meetup. I think it'd be fun as fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's for me. It's like, I'm just excited to be there and just meet everyone.
Hell yeah. Another also I was going to bring this up. Another series that I'm bringing back is so you guys know I'm known for the Brutally Honest reviews. That's like the bulk of my channel is the reviews. So I've reviewed pretty much everybody as far as projects that have been around. You know, I've literally reviewed. There's only a couple that I haven't reviewed yet, and they're coming up soon. Like I think I'm doing 3 landers coming up. I have fuzzy fucking some cat project that's like somehow mooning. I don't know. It's like a 64.
Fuzzy fucking cat. I think that's the one you're thinking about.
It's gonna kill me. I can't remember what it's called. There's a bunch of there's like 5 or 6 blue chip projects. I would say mid-tier blue chips I need to review. I haven't even actually. It's funny. I haven't reviewed Bored Apes. I probably should. But
yeah, I was gonna say. Have you bought? Have you? Yeah, you haven't.
There's no reason to. I'm like, what am I like? The project's dope. Yeah. Like I don't know.
These guys are rich. These things are worth $500,000. Yeah. And
but I'll be doing anyways. The series I'm bringing back is the Brutally Honest reviews, but it'll be I don't know if I'm going to call something different, but it's going to be updates. Like we need a Lazy Lions update. We need Dogepounds update. We need all the projects I reviewed 2 months ago. They're outdated. You know, you can't watch my Kaiju Kings video now and make a decision on a project that I reviewed 3 months ago. So I need to update those videos. I'm going to try and be quick. It's going to be a lot of work. You know, like I just wanted to get those all. Like I'm glad I got through all of them because now I'm like, okay, I got 1 round. Like I covered all of them. But the good thing is I'm good forever because I can just keep fucking reviewing those every few months. Yeah. And if I ever run out of content, like that's easy work, you know?
Dude, you're not going to run out. That's for sure.
I'm not going to run out. There's always going to be more.
Is it going to be Brutally Honest updates, or is it going to be
Brutally Honest something?
Brutally Honest something.
It might have to be Brutally Honest project updates or something like that. The Brutally Honest thing is funny because I can put that onto everything. Like Brutally Honest reactions, Brutally Honest thoughts, Brutally Honest advice. Like, it's just fucking funny. Okay, so I have a couple of questions. Sure, where is it? Oh yeah, you don't have to show this, but do you want to show your lock screen and your home screen? This is just random ask questions.
Yeah.
Random questions.
I'm just going to clear all my notifications. How the fuck do I do that? Oh, how do you clear all your notifications?
You just slide it.
All of them.
Or there should be a button if you click close all or clear all.
Yeah, I know. Oh, just gonna do it all anyway. Oh fuck.
Do you need a second?
No. Well, I'll show you this is the same. My home screen is the same as my lock screen.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see if I can get it. Fuck's sake. I might just have to pull it up.
I can show mine first if you want. If you need a
second. Yeah, you show yours. You show yours. This
is my lock screen. This is an NFT I just recently picked up. It's an NFT art piece.
Sick.
It's by this, like, I don't even know what kind of art. I guess you call it abstract or something. I'm a fucking sucker for abstract art. And then I have it's just the Creative Viking. This is Charles' NFT. This is an oil painting that it just kind of reminds me of like Pinocchio and like my childhood a little bit. Like I see this in like cartoon movies like Pinocchio. And it just makes me like feel nostalgia every time I see it. So those are my screens. Both NFTs because I don't have a girlfriend. Typically, I feel like if you have a girlfriend, you don't have a choice. But I guess you're not a simp.
I'm not a simp, baby, but
not a simp.
But my girlfriend was with me on this. So this is actually I have a fucking QR code on my thing because it used to be my I used to get it was like a card so someone could scan it and it would bring up my contact details. Oh, cool. So it's kind of covering half of it, but it's a picture I took when I was walking up a mountain. walking up a mountain at fuck's sake, at
Love it.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And those are two of my friends who are up above, and I was with my girlfriend actually. But that was the best moment of my life. Like walking up in the middle of the day, seeing the sunrise at the top of a mountain, and then heading down the mountain at like 7 a.m.
Wow.
So yeah, I've had that as my lock screen since then.
Yeah.
So yeah, wild. I don't know if I'll ever change it, to be honest, because it's best. That's awesome. Like the best. Yeah, kind of peak happiness levels.
Dude, that's so cool. Love that shit. Shit.
I actually used to have a video of it on my YouTube, which you can't see anymore because I delisted it. So I delisted all of my like old stuff because it was like
bring it back, Tom. Bring it back.
I know it'll come back. It'll come back eventually. But yeah, it's kind of sad it isn't, but it's a little video that I made. And this is why my brand is going to be called the Summit Club, is because like everything that I've done for years has been about that. Like the video is about me climbing up literally to a summit, and the song that was on it was Summit by Skrillex with Ellie Goulding.
Let's go.
So yeah, it's just like that's like everything is tied together. So this is why I'm building this brand, because it's like been my life, well, my entire life. So like, that's the story behind the lock screen. The video, you'll see it. You'll see it at some point.
Oh yeah. Well, I had the same. That's actually interesting. I have that same kind of story with my Joyage Kingdom trailer. I just wrapped up. I finally finished it. It took me 7 months to finish it. It's fucking really good. It's really, really good. That's what I used to do.
You got a new trailer?
What's the only trailer I have?
What's the one that you've always had? The one you've always had?
Oh no! I'm talking like an 8-minute Joyage Kingdom. This is my brand type of trailer.
Have you released this yet?
It's not up. I don't know when I'm gonna post it. I don't know when the time to post it is. Like, do I wait until I'm announcing an NFT brand? Like, is there a time to post? I don't know yet. It's fucking good. For people who don't know, I used to make. I was like a video production is what I did. Editing and like making cinematic videos was what I did. So I'm really good at it. I just never had the level of content to actually make a video that would like make you cry or make you feel some type of way. And I finally did, because I went on the Joyage. I had all those clips from me traveling. I had documented my whole progress from when I started my YouTube, did my podcast, ripped all the car, like made my car into the thing, quit my job. I have all that stuff documented. So I was able to stitch it into this story, into an 8-minute story that takes you through my whole journey until now, basically. And it was fucking insane. Like, it was actually like really, really good. And then the part where I finally went on the trip, I found like the fucking perfect song, and it is so epic. And then like at the end, it's funny, the last clip is me summiting that mountain where I had that experience where I had like a come to Jesus moment where everything cascaded on me at once. And I have 2 clips where I recorded where I was at, and then one video where I'm like, oh my fucking God kind of clip. And then it cuts to black, and then it cuts to me talking in the car of like my little 10-second recap of what the fuck just happened. And it was just like so raw, and I couldn't believe I'd filmed it. I'd forgotten I filmed it. And then it was so powerful. I remember like when I finally edited that bit and I put it together and I watched that thing all the way to the end, I was like, damn, if I could cry, I'd be in tears right now, because that shit was fucking powerful. So I'm excited to release that at some point.
Dude, I'm like so stoked to see it. When like, what do you think? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. I can't believe you don't want to. Yeah, you kind of don't want to put. It just sounds like it'd be so cool to have it out there, and
it would be cool. I just don't know if it'd be better to line it up with something that I have coming up, or if I should just drop it one day. I'm not totally. I'm like 90% done. I still have to like make a couple small edits. I have to make one of the segments a little bit shorter, but for like the bulk of it is basically done, and it's gonna be epic. I'm really, really excited for it. I filmed, so I had 30 minutes of video footage cut down to 8 minutes, basically, because I had so much content from traveling. And so I had drone videos, fucking GoPro videos, like iPhone clips, like all this crazy shit. And it's fucking wild. It's fucking wild.
I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see it, man.
Guys, if you're in the chat right now and you're watching and you want a free NFT, I can't promise it's worth anything, but we mentioned earlier that I would just give away some random NFT. It's probably going to be worthless. Might be cool. Might be something like shit. All you have to do is go onto Twitter, link this video, and say, something about this is why I watch Tea Time with Tom in the Joyage Kingdom. This is why I fuck with these guys, something along those lines. And just tag us, tag Joyage Kingdom, tag me, tag Tom, and then I'll just fucking pick one of y'all.
I'll add one in as well. I'll throw in an NFT as well.
You got a trash NFT you're gonna give away?
Yeah, I've got whoa, no. I mean, I've got an NFT coming. I haven't got an no. What?
You're not gonna give away a trash NFT? That's what I said earlier. We have all these not trash NFTs, but like they're not worth that. It's not like they're worth something like crazy.
Yeah, it is. I don't think it's a trash NFT. It'll be. I think it's still a potential project. So, but I've got one in mind that I want to give off. Because I can't be. To be honest, I just can't bother waiting anymore. So I'd rather give it away.
I'll give away DAO Turtle. The DAO Turtle is a project that technically is dead, but it's got such a strong brand that if they just announced one day that they're back somehow, if OpenSea just lifts the ban, I guarantee you that project will go right back to the moon because it was on the way. It was at half an Ethereum. And I was like, oh my God, we're literally going to go to the moon. And then it got cut off by OpenSea. But it's a piece that you can still sell on Rarible. It's just not available on OpenSea anymore. So I want to get one of those away because I have like 3 or 4 of those. So all you have to do is just tweet us right now. I'm going to pick the winner and just like, you literally have like 2 minutes to do this. So go do it now if you want to be part of that. Other than that, did I show this in the last stream? The crew neck and the hoodie that I got from Champion? No. So I decided I'm going to roll with Champion for the crew necks and the hoodies because they're absolutely fucking insane quality.
What? So last time you had a green one. Was it a green tee?
It's good. It's a good hoodie. I like that hoodie a lot, but I figured.
Wow. How do you do like white label Champion? How does that work?
I'll let you know, bro. I'll show you. It's dope.
Sick.
And they're about $40 to make, so it costs $40 to have this, but it is fucking like this quality. Yeah. It's thick. It's like a heavy set, kind of thing. So it's really good for like streetwear.
Nice.
And also like the logo, it looks great. Yeah, Champion's dope. Yeah. I have the crew neck, which I've been loving. I've been wearing this crew neck all the time. And same thing, Champion, just really thick material, good stuff.
Yeah, sick. Really good stuff. That's good. That's really good shit, man. I love it. Man.
So I haven't decided what I'm going to give away yet. This is the Joyage Kingdom beanie I showed you guys earlier. Love that. I got this hat. I'm a big fan of this hat. I just messed up the format. It's too big. The words are too big. The letters are a bit too big for what I want, at least. And so that's the Joyage hat. I'll probably get. I like this nice color though.
Yeah, really nice color.
And then I wanted a snapback because I wear snapbacks for a lot of my podcast episodes. So I wanted a snapback. Yeah. So I wear like this kind of thing. And so we got that. I got a little bit of green under it for the Joyage Kingdom green. Yeah, I actually fuck with this hat. It's actually really, really nice quality.
Yeah, really nice.
Besides that, while we're waiting on those people to tweet, just gonna open up a couple packages. I don't even know what these are. These might not be Joyage Kingdom stuff. So let's see. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, it is. Okay. We got something. I don't know what this is. I did not mint Cyber Brokers. Oda, sorry. Oh yeah, I was trying out streetwear. So we got Joyage in the middle.
Sick.
My goon on the back, bro.
Oh, dude. Yes. Wow.
Right? Because we have ownership of them. They're yours. Yeah, they're yours. So you can literally make this kind of merch if you own it.
Dude, that is so good. That looks great.
Yeah. Oh man, I fucking love that. I fucking love that piece. And then I got another one. I think it's the same thing with the logo this time though. Oh no, I just want to try it. Oh yeah, this is the one. I got my guy walking on the globe on the Joyage Kingdom.
Oh my god, dude! Wow,
isn't that cool?
That is cool.
And then nothing on the back, but I love that.
Right. Okay. Design. Well, my question is, you keep showing all this merch. How are people? When the fuck are people going to be able to get it?
Now that's a question I can't answer because I have to find one that I'm 100% ready to release.
Okay.
There is a snapshot happening in March. I already have, so that happens at some point this month, and you will get everyone who has a delisted NFT will qualify as long as you're as long as I can get in contact. There's some people that I can't get in contact with. I don't know what their Twitter is, and so I don't know what to do about them. Sure. But for people who are like in my Discord, I can follow them on Twitter or whatever. That'll be available to them. And so I haven't decided. I'm not sure what I'm going to roll with yet because in March, meaning they'll probably be shipped out in April. And that's a different month. So I was like, damn, I don't really want to do the sweaters or the sweatshirts because it'll be fucking going into the summer. It won't make any sense. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure out what best works. It'll be a limited edition drop. So anything that comes out before public will be limited edition stuff. So there'll be something special about it. Oh, dude, my fucking God. Dog.
Fuck, dude.
Dog.
What else?
This is clean. This is really nice.
Wow.
Let's
you
go.
What else have you got? What the fuck else have you got? You went full throttle, didn't you? You have what? You got a WWE belt? No way.
Kingdom. Huh?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god.
Heavyweight champion of the world.
Did these guys? Did your crew vote in your Discord? And you were like, they were like, right, we're gonna.
No, I just want. So the bag and the belt, those were for fun, just to have it, just to see if I like if it's cheesy or if I actually like it. And I can't know that until I own it. So I just needed to buy it. It was expensive.
How much? Yeah, I was gonna say it looks decent.
The belt is actually nice. The belt is something I'm gonna bring to NYC.
Good.
I'm bringing the belt, and we're gonna wear the belt everywhere.
You're just gonna wear it on your shoulder. You're just gonna rock it like the Rock.
UFC champion. And then the bag is dope. So the random stuff is more for fun. It's also to play around, see if it's even quality enough to like ever sell at any point. But then the clothes, I'm just trying out like everything. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm throwing this much money. I just want to get everything and see if I like any of it enough to sell or give away or do whatever. And so the problem with the shirts though, Tom, is you're gonna have this problem. If you don't order in bulk, you can't get the print of your logo. You get like a really cheap print and it peels. Right. So like all these shirts are gonna peel at some point, which is so fucking annoying, and there's no way to do it without ordering 100 of them. And I'm just like,
okay.
So I'm trying to figure out a way around that. And especially
that's because of the sampling process.
It takes a long time for them to do it. So they're like, we're not going to do this unless you're going to order 100.
Okay.
So it sucks. So if I'm like, I'm going to order 5, they're like, okay, well, we're just going to do the cheap, easy way to do it.
Yeah.
Then.
Okay. Got you.
It blows. But damn, dude, this bag is fucking nice. I'm really excited to use this.
That is sick. I'll be honest. I fuck with the first white tee that you had out.
Yeah, dude.
The big.
Nice.
And
I'm trying to think because I would love to do this design again. The issue is
I would fuck with that. So if you don't want to,
this is not gonna peel. Actually, I don't think this is somehow really nicely put into the shirt. Here's what I'm trying to do. So hold on, you guys are gonna see some nips. 1 second.
Hey, it ain't a tea time with Tommy unless we see nips. If you guys want to see mine, you can see mine as well. Here you go.
Right. So I'm trying out different designs.
My girlfriend's gonna be like, "What is going on here?"
How's your significant others, everybody?
Yeah.
So what I want to do for this first drop, I want it to be cool because it's the first ever like airdrop like in real life airdrop to holders. So I want it to be really cool. It's going to be limited edition. There's going to be something about it that's only going to be in this first drop. And so I've been trying different things. I have something on the sleeve for a couple that I'm ordering, like there were Joyage across the sleeve that won't be really available on any public drops. They just won't have that. So it'll be one of those that you're the only one ever who could have had that one. I had this on the other side of the shirt. Like this is the front, right? And I was like, maybe I would do your specific NFT on the back here.
Sick.
Which I like. But the problem is it's still it might peel. And so I don't know. I'm just going to have to wear this for a few times.
I feel like that's, I don't know. I've never had any, well, yeah, I don't know.
What?
I feel like that's just, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had any like t-shirts that haven't kind of like slowly faded. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like after you wash them a few times.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
So I'm kind of chill with that. I actually quite like the kind of worn look, to be honest.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, I'm
not one of those people that goes
about it peeling, like actually peeling.
Got you.
Fading. That's my main worry. And then also these at some point, I think this thing I have already ordered like 40 of these, and these are kind of expensive and they're really cool. These like casings. But I think what I'm gonna do is be like if you hold this for a certain amount of time, you'll qualify. You have to have it, and you can't just like flip it every couple of months kind of thing. Because if I do this for someone, I want this to be like your forever NFT kind of thing. You know, like I want this to be because I don't want to send this to you and 3 months later you don't have it, and it's like, what's the point of me sending this to you kind of thing. And then on the back I have it labeled like this is called the first Joyager. This is my NFT because I needed one for myself. That way I could. Well, one, I just need one for myself, but I also just need to sample them for everything. And so this was supposed to be one of the alternates. But I remember I said in the last stream, I was like, I feel like I want to throw up every time I decide
Yeah.
every time I think about giving this one away. And so, yeah, and we're still trying to figure out that swapping thing. Because I don't know if I like the idea of adding the extra 25 into the collection, even though I'd be holding the extra 30, and there'll only still be 20 listed. It would say there's 50 items. I just don't know if the answer is to just burn the NFT, and I don't even know if I can. Like, if I minted it and then someone else bought it and then they sent it back to me, can I delete that NFT? Because I don't know if that's a thing. And so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I still don't know how I'm going to go about that.
There must be some smart contractor out there who knows what's up.
Yeah, probably. Any smart contractors, hit me up in the DMs. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all we have. Yeah.
There's Kay's just trying to find more merch in his room.
I was like, did I order anything else that I forgot about?
Looking in the corner, he's like,
just that UFC belt, dude.
Did I get any lampshades?
What's up, Sydney? Yo, also shout out Sydney. Sydney just fucking signed with Sony. Insane.
Congrats,
absolutely
man.
Fucking
That's
nuts.
So sick. So
exciting. I'm supposed to be actually having the guy from the guy from Soul C onto the podcast. I just haven't. It's been another one of those. Yeah, let's do it, and then it just never happens. So hopefully we'll get him on the podcast too. Someone will revive in 5 years. Only 100 ETH. I don't know if he's talking about my NFT, Ricardo, but
obviously yours.
Maybe.
They only the topless ones though. Let's be honest.
Man,
people
all right.
Well, man.
I think we fucking covered everything. We hit everything in NFTs. We hit everything in crypto. We talked about us. We talked about brands. We talked about trends coming up. Is there any last tips we should leave them? Any last words of wisdom from the boys?
I suppose, like, at the moment, it's just it's very, like, I know that this is quite a scary time at the moment for everyone. So, like, my thoughts are going out to everyone who's struggling, because it is very scary. We see the news, and it is like, that's the problem with news, is that if we didn't have news, we wouldn't know what's going on, like, on the other side of the world, and we wouldn't be scared.
Yeah.
But we do, and it's so easily accessible. So if you're struggling with things, reach out to friends, reach out to family, and talk to people about stuff, because it is very scary. But like, if it's us, reach out to us.
Yeah.
Speak to people in Discord servers that you want. Don't feel bad about talking about things. And probably last thing is try not to get rid of stuff at the moment, because you're probably going to get rid of stuff at a big loss when you may as well hold on to them and see what happens. This isn't when you want to be selling. This is the time 100%. That ideally you want to be buying stuff. But if you're feeling scared, speak to people, and especially if you're trying to sell stuff, if you're scared, again, get some advice on it. Talk to people who are maybe have a bit more expertise. Speak to us, and we're happy to give our opinions. But lots of love.
I have a thought here too. I had someone ask, or I someone on their Twitter, I don't know who it was, and they said, if you're not helping Ukraine out on my timeline or something, like, I don't want to see you. And I have some thoughts on there that are a little bit controversial, that I guess it's like, in our position, I had some people reach out and they're like, why don't you drop an NFT collection and then just donate everything to Ukraine? And, this, while being as mindful as we can about Ukraine, this is absolutely not the only time ever that something like this has ever happened. And ask yourself if you care about Ukraine because you care about Ukraine, or because it's in the news right now. The same thing happened with Black Lives Matter a year or two ago. I can give back in ways that I give back in my own certain way. Like, the way I did it back then was I talked to my friend Ash, we had a 2-hour fucking conversation about the whole thing in general, but not just talking about what was happening in the news. It was like, what are the trends happening? Like, what are the things? Like, he brought up something that was really interesting to me like 2 years ago about it. He was like, because the angle for some people was like, why does the Black Lives Matter have to do this crazy thing and do riots and all this stuff and get all this attention? He was like, well, if you look at it from their perspective, they've been trying to get this attention for years, but no one will listen. He goes, this might be the only answer they have to get that attention. And I was like, wow, I've never really thought about it that way. And I think there's ways you can help, and maybe ways you can help yourself, or you can help other people around you more directly. than making $300 and donating it to Ukraine.NFT ETH because that makes you feel better about yourself. And so I just want people to be aware and ask yourself why you're doing things. Are you getting swayed by people telling you you must do it? Or are there things that you can do in your own way, in your own direct way, that you think can make a more impactful thing? And for me, dude, like there's shit happening all the time that you can't always, I don't know. There's no way to like put it into words, I guess what I'm saying, but
yeah, like the reality is that we're at points in our lives where we don't have as much leverage as people, you really think our audiences might think. We don't. And it's like to drop an NFT project and launch, it's, you guys know where to go if you want to donate to things. And it's, it's not efficient for us to be spending time creating NFT projects and then you guys just go donate to things. Like, just if you feel connected to it. Our job here is to spread joy, happiness, and love, and just keep on doing that on the stuff that we're aware of. We're not experts in kind of international war and economics.
Everyone's got their own things too. Like, I mean, Ukraine is in the news, of course it's bad, but there's also a million things that are also bad. Like when COVID was happening, it's like, okay, well, COVID's bad. Yes, we should be trying to help people with COVID. But then there's also people like dying of depression that has nothing to do with COVID. But it's like, if I care about depression and that's my passion, and I'm actually working on that, that's the road I'm on. And that's the path I'm trying to do. Like I do these TikTok streams every day where I just do my shit and I just like have it streamed. And I'm not really talking that much. I'm just doing my stuff because I know that there's people out there who just need a study buddy. And that's some way I can help because I know what it's like to feel alone and to not have anyone there doing stuff and to feel like you wish you had someone who was. And that's something that I am passionate about. That is something that's to my core. And I care about that. I guess that's something that I can control, that I can directly impact versus donating $200 to this random cause. Like half the things that happened with BLM weren't even donations to anyone. They were just fucking cash grabs to random scams. And exactly. You said, if there's something that you care about, and maybe it does have something to do with Ukraine and Russia, go fucking do your research and maybe find some local place that's doing something that you can literally pitch in and help. And do your shit. But yeah, I mean, don't get swayed just because the media is saying Ukraine is this, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's like, bro, you got to think for yourself. And if Ukraine and Russia is something you're passionate about, then that's great. But make sure that's something you really care about and you're not just doing this. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Like, but yeah, as with everything, it's just speak to people, and don't feel like, if you feeling like you're alone and scared, speak to people. Because I understand why
money's not the only way you can help. You know, like as you just said, you can educate yourself, and that is helping, dude. Like that is 100% helping. You know, and I mean that 2-hour conversation I had with Asha, like that was way more impactful to me, and I can help in my own way in the future when I have the ability to, than if I had just donated $200 to some random cause. Like I think that's more impactful to the world. You know, like people say, if you want to change the world, change yourself and like improve yourself. That is the truth. You know, that is 100% the truth. You know, Putin needs to fucking ask himself that question.
yeah, exactly. But then this is the reason why I moved away from being like a medical clinician, was because I felt like my sphere of helping people was tiny. It was like within a local radius of maybe 20 miles, and maybe it was 100 people. Mm-hmm. Us doing this, we have reached to thousands of people, and we can hopefully positively impact the lives of thousands. And in time, it's going to be millions. Yeah, that is that's where we can have our impact.
100%.
Yeah, and taking a couple of weeks that's going to delay that means just to do something that again could only impact like a handful of people. That's not efficient for us in the long run to focus on how we can impact millions of people and positively impact millions of people's lives. Because the faster we do that, the faster we can impact lots of people.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know. I know some people are gonna be pissed what we said. I know the argument is donate anyway and just fucking do it. Like it helps even if you don't care. And I understand that argument too. I just think I can help in whatever. Anyways, as far as the giveaway, only 2 people actually, or at least from what I can see, at least for people who actually tagged us. Maybe there's more people who didn't tag us. We have Big Belvy at Big Belvy on Twitter, and we also have One Mustard Grain. So one is in the house. He also tagged us. So do you want to donate your NFT to One Mustard Grain, or do you want to donate yours to Big Slade?
One Mustard Grain is my G.
All right. So one Mr. Gain, you're going to donate yours. I'm going to donate to Big Slade. I'm going to tag him, or I'm going to add him on Twitter right now and say, yo, what's your ETH Addy? I'll send your DAO turtle now. Okay. I mean, this is the proof. I'm not going to sit here and like actually do this because it's going to take a few minutes, but it's public. I'm going to send him a DAO turtle. Hope you guys hold me to that. We're going to do that on Twitter in a second, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I hope it didn't piss you off or something. we're just out here talking. We're just trying to do our shit here. But
have you done a code word?
No, I was about to ask you, what do you want to do for code word? Oh shit, that's what you've been snacking on? That and a beer?
Yeah.
Oh shit, William Slade just responded to me on here. He said, "That's me, Big Belvy. Drop your. I just tagged you on Twitter. Just send me your ETH ID or DM it to me or something, and I'll send you your DAO turtle." Fire. Okay. Code word is Hershey. I'll just type
Hershey's
here.
With an S. With an S.
Okay. With a what about an apostrophe?
Huh? I don't know. Can you do that?
Have one? Does it have one?
Yeah, it does have. It does have an apostrophe. Yeah.
Oh, it's gotta have it. All right. Code word. You guys see it right now? Code word. Where is it? Guys, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna peace out of here. There's some of y'all that stayed the entire time. So if you were here, lock in. You know what's it called? POAP. The Discord role. Proof of
attendance protocol
or something. Hershey's, let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna peace out. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, continue on your Joyage. Continue to learn. Have a great for your life. Watch this video. Bye.